Aloha mai kako, Kilamatengan here. We are in day 2 of Resolve to Evolve, looking at how we can take our everyday aspirations and then turn them into our reality. And so yesterday we talked with day 1 reflection, looking at the year past and how is it that we can actually utilize these experiences. And how can we look at not just the experience itself, just really recognize it for what it is, which is a pattern. And as we take this pattern and decide to consciously now change it, to learn from it, to grow from it, to transform with it, then that brings us into our experience today. And so, what we're going to be looking at today, day 2, is introspection. Whereas yesterday was reflection, looking back and just really being present with our experiences. Now we're actually going to be a little bit more intentional with it. And so we're going to start off as we did yesterday with the same breathing pattern. We're going to be going into a writing exercise using our journal. So you'll want to have your journal and your trusty pen. I will just get that ready right now, opening up to the next page. And I like to do this thing where I give per day, you can see, both sides. And so I'm going to flip this open and go now to the next blank page. Okay. And as you go to that next blank page, what we want to do is just have that ready because we're going to want to go into our meditative and coherent state. And then from there, be able to directly transition to be able to best translate what we are really accessing. Okay. So I look around and things look ready. All right. So what we're going to do is first and foremost, let's just get into that centered space. Okay. Go ahead and get yourself into a relaxed position, allowing yourself to close your eyes and just take a breath. Just take a moment to notice, to observe where it is within your body you are breathing into. Your chest, your abdomen, your upper chest, lower abdomen. Now just take a moment to listen to any sounds that you hear, the sound of my voice, any ambient noise that you are aware of, just knowing that any sensory feedback, anything that you notice, anything you observe, is merely a part and a piece of the totality of this now. Hmm. Become aware of any smells, any scents. Observe your body, the temperature that you're in, the coolness or warmth, the humidity or dryness. Just allowing your breath to slow. Hmm. And now, for a moment, in this centered state, feel yourself as you begin to breathe now more deeply into your body, down deeply into your abdomen, focusing upon breathing deeply into your belly. Just behind and within your belly button, inside of your body. As you bring to mind, to heart, to this very moment, your words of challenge that we identified yesterday. And if you need to, please feel free to take a peek at what you have written. And when you have these 3 words, whatever they are, quietly within inside of yourself, ask, in my highest and best interest, and for the greatest good, what word best balances these challenges and creates opportunities and triumphs? Now just allowing your greater awareness and consciousness to transmute the energies of these words into something, a word with the resonance and frequency that can best lead you, support you. If, for example, a word you have is scarcity, perhaps abundance, prosperity, wealth may be one of your words. If by chance a word of challenge, an experience in 2021 was loneliness, then perhaps connection, fellowship, partnership. Now, breathe out, allowing all air to expire from your lungs. Breathe in now, slowly, deeply, fully, holding this breath, heavy with a sigh, release. And when you are ready, please feel free to again open your eyes and to once more engage the world around you. All right. Whew. I feel recharged. Anytime I do that type of exercise or breath work, I often feel really, really good afterwards. Okay. Transition. Using your journal now, blank on both pages. Use the leftmost page and write what those 3 words are. And you want to have a word at the top, a word about midway through, and a word probably about 3/3 through, so that it'll look something like this. So you can see right there, I have three words, and these are your words to clarify, your words of triumph. These are the words that you have used through alchemy of the mind to transmute from our words of challenge, which was the words that we experienced in 2021, the challenges and trials that we experienced in 2021. And these will help to set context for 2022. So go ahead and pause the video here, write out what those three words are. Do it though quickly, just allowing that not so much instinctual knowledge as much as intuitive knowing to guide you. Okay, go ahead and pause here. Okay, welcome back. Now we've got our three words. What it is that we want to do is to take these three words and we want to write about them. Really, really briefly, what is it that this word means for you? Super short, 1 minute for each. Okay, 1 minute for the first word, 1 minute for the second word, and then 1 minute for the third word. Okay, so go ahead and set your timer, have your cell phone or timer ready. What you're going to do is write out 1 minute to define what each of these words are. Okay, pause the video here and begin. Okay, welcome back. Now, we've got and identified what these three words of challenge, now triumph, are. We've defined what that means specifically for you. What does that mean in terms of the feel of it, the sensation, however that transpired for you? Now, we want to take it one step further. One of the things that we want to look at is what is life like when we are living, for myself, for example, in a place of connection, when I'm living in a place of expression, when I'm living in a place of prosperity. What does that look like? What does that feel like? And so we want to have it be very much a sensation, an experience. So now we're going to take 3 minutes, set your timer again, 3 minutes. And what you're going to do is have a 3 minute, just briefly, free write, what I like to call mind flow in a centered state. Just let it come out. And what does that life look like for you? Okay. Set your timer for 3 minutes and pause now. Okay. Welcome back. So, ideally, you have a better feel for what this is. We have our three words of triumph, really, what's going to provide us in guidance in this new year. We now have what that experience feels like, what the sensation actually is. Lastly, what we want to do is come up with one single word that best encompasses the sensation of life, living in a place of connection, expression, and prosperity, whatever those words are for you, that best encompasses and integrates these three words of power and is something that we feel that's deeply resonant. Now, when I say resonant, it means that it's something that feels right. It also is going to feel a little wrong, if that makes sense. It's not going to, we're not going to feel completely comfortable with the word. And that's a good thing because this is something we're working on integrating into our lives. So now, 30 seconds, super short. What I want you to do is in a moment, pause the video and come up with a single word that best encompasses exactly this. Okay, pause the video here. Welcome back. Okay, perfect. Now we have our triumph. We have the sensation, really briefly, generally what it is, and we have a single word that best represents the context for 2022. Terrific job today. That's a lot. Brings in things from that emotional body. We'll be working with how that relates to our physical body tomorrow. For now, though, love and aloha. Take care and ahui ho.